Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome back to another episode of Lumber and Loggers presented by Draft Day Sports. A couple of guys talking about two of America's favorite pastimes, beer and baseball. My name is Pat, and with me tonight I have...
CJ. Hey, everybody. Welcome back.
What's up, CJ? Welcome back. We're excited.
It's a big day today.
It is a big day. Okay, let's just get that out of the way.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah,
so we got the Ravens. Obviously, I love baseball, but I also do like football. Baseball is actually my favorite sport. But right now, with the Cardinals kind of sucking, kind of pulling my interest away, but they're coming alive. They're giving me false hope. It is what it is.
The Cardinals are up against the clock right now. They have less than a month to try and pull up
5.5.
5.5, yeah, because they're not catching the Brewers. There's no way.
Correct.
Yeah, they don't play the Brewers enough to catch up, but they did just take 2 out of 3 from them. So
that was big.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, no, there's a little hope for the Cardinals and for baseball.
There is. We got some football on tonight. Ravens, Chiefs. So
yeah.
That's big. We're doing this before the game. So try to not be distracted. Obviously, we don't do it after because that would be awful.
If you have interest in football, you can check out our mother station, our mother podcast, the mothership, parent station. Yeah, parent podcast.
Mother
station, the mothership. The parent podcast, which is Draft Day Sports, they'll cover everything from fantasy, which is our friend CJ here, to best bets in college football. They got everything football over there. So if you're interested in football, go check out Draft Day Sports. But Here, we're talking baseball and beers, right,
Bats
CJ?
and balls. Talking about balls.
The little round ones, not brown, oval egg ones.
So, we always start our podcast off with some news. Really not too much going on. Obviously, it's September, so a lot of tight playoff races. But what I thought was really cool, kind of heartwarming story. So we all know the story of Jackson Holliday, number one prospect. He came up earlier in the year, really sucked. Had like 1 hit, 2 hits maybe. Got sent back down. He recently got called back up and has been doing really well since. The kid's like 20 years old. But his father, Jackson Holliday, Matt Holliday is his father, and he played baseball. He was an all-star for the Colorado Rockies and also for the St. Louis Cardinals. But the Orioles were playing in Coors Field, and Jackson caught his dad's first pitch before that game. So I thought that was really cool. I mean, not many players get to see or do that kind of thing with their son. I mean, there's only a few like father-son duos in the MLB that we've seen. It would have been cool if he would have played with him, but this is still pretty cool. I thought it was heartwarming and pretty cool story.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a really cool story, and it's really neat, especially, as Cardinals fans, and Matt Holliday was really good for the Cardinals.
Yoked.
Oh, he has the biggest forearms I've ever seen, dude.
Forearms? Have you seen his biceps?
He's huge.
Holy God.
Yeah. So
he can still play, probably.
It's really cool to see. I think they did sort of like softball home run derby thing that he and his sons participated in. But it's really cool just to see players that we saw play and then see their kids coming up. Vlad Guerrero's another one.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously Holiday. Biggio's another good one.
Son's kind of yeah, it'd be interesting to see. That's pretty cool. I mean, right now you got LeBron and his son playing together in NBA, so that's pretty cool.
I don't know if we've seen outside of the Griffeys. I can't remember any other father-son duos playing
Fielders?
together. Did they play together
on the same team? I don't think so.
But they were in the league at the same time. That's impressive.
Yep.
All right. So that's our news.
Yes, that's it for the news.
Yeah, that's it for the news. Nothing too exciting going on right now. I have a beer tonight. I know CJ does not. He wants to be as sober as a cucumber for that game tonight. He's too excited.
I don't want to be angry.
Yeah. I have a beer tonight, though. Tonight I am drinking Puffed Pineapple Marshmallow from Cellarworks. It's a brewery close to us in Saxonburg. Yes, Saxonburg, Sarver.
It sounds
It
like
might
a
be.
Pennsylvania town.
It might be Sarver. Cellarworks is in Sarver. They have this line. I had one of their beers on here before, the Sex on the Beach sour. This one is from their Puffed line, and it's so good. So good.
Puffed pineapple. So you're drinking pee-pee?
Yeah, Puffed Pineapple Marshmallow, PPM. Yeah.
Pee-pee? You drinking that pee-pee?
I'm drinking PP, and it is the most delicious PP. All right. So that's the beer out of the way. Let's get into some hot and cold trends. What teams are looking up? What teams are looking down going into September here?
So, first thing is, just went to the standings. We all know the Red Sox were doing pretty well. That recently they are 3-7 in their last 10, lost 5 in a row. In fact, the AL East is all on losing streaks right now.
That's crazy.
And they're one of the better division with the top 2 teams, Orioles, Yankees. Yankees have lost 2 thanks to the Cardinals. Booyah! And also, who were they playing? They were playing Rangers.
Oh, really?
At Rangers.
Okay.
Yep. So they lost 2 there. The Yankees are 4-6, Orioles 5-5, Rays and Jays 4-6. That division's a little rough right now. But Red Sox were in, I believe they were very close to the last wild card spot. They are now 5.5 out because of their 5-game losing streak.
Yeah, that's gonna make it. It's gonna make it tough to catch up. You gotta go on a
I'd be so
solid.
pissed
You
if I
gotta
was
go on a
the
solid
Cardinals-
winning
or
streak.
If I was a Red Sox fan
Yeah,
right now.
absolutely. My hot team right now is the New York Mets. The opposite of the Red Sox. They are actually 8-2 in their last 10, and they've won 7 in a row.
How are they winning?
And they are only a half game out from the wild card spot. So,
Dude, they're 12 games over 500.
yeah.
How?
I don't know.
With who? Lindor?
How are they?
And Polar Bear?
And Polar Bear,
who's on
yeah.
their team?
I don't. How are they? They're 12 games over 500, and they are out of the wild card spot. Cardinals, man, how are we even close? Like, we're 5.5 back.
No, Mets are in the wild card.
No, they're a half game out of the wild card.
Holy
Yeah, they're a half game out.
Holy shit!
Right now,
they
it's the Braves.
Padres, Diamondbacks.
Right now, it's
How do the Cardinals even have a chance? Oh, it is weird with the games. It is weird. Like, we're only 2 games up, but like we're only 5.5 back. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't make much sense at all.
Math.
Yeah, math is hard.
You know what harder math is? NHL standings. Oh, you get a
Yeah,
you get a point in a hand job if you make it to extra periods.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean the Cardinals. So the Cubs are still hot. They're 4.5 games out, and they're 7-3 in their last 10.
Astros lost 3 in a row.
Cardinals are 5.5 games back, and they're 6-4 in their last 10.
Did they get swept by the Reds? They did. Astros got swept by the Reds.
Ooh, that hurts.
1-0 they lost today. That's annoying.
That is annoying. Well, luckily, I mean, we're
Phillies,
still ahead
best
of the
record.
Reds. Philly still got the best record.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see here. There are... Jesus. No, actually, sorry. Dodgers are 1 win above the Phillies. That's why they get it.
No, the Dodgers have. Oh yeah, you're right. The Dodgers have
84 and 56.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like we're getting down to like a 6-team race here, because I would say the Giants at 8 games back are probably out of the wild card. The Cardinals are 5.5. They're basically, I mean,
We need to get a sweep.
yeah. If they don't pick it up a little bit, even with winning 2 out of 3, I don't think that'll be enough, because you need the teams ahead of you to lose. And right now, the Diamondbacks are 4-6 in their last 10, but the Braves are 6-4, and the Padres are
Freaking
the
Braves.
Padres, dude. They could be a scary team to play in October. Like,
Nah, we beat 2 or 3 from them. Come on.
they're good, man. They're a good team.
So what does that make us?
Better. And then the Cubs, like I said, the Cubs are 4.5 back. So it's turning into like a 6-team race for the wild card in the NL. The AL It's a little bit tighter. I mean, you still have the Twins and the Royals hanging on right now, but then the Mariners are 5 games back, so that's going to be a hard gap. They need the Royals and Twins to start losing, but they haven't. I mean, the Royals are 3-7 in their last 10, and the Twins are 4-6 in their last 10, but they have a 5-game lead. So as long as they just keep, par for the course for the season, because they've been so good for the whole year, I would say the AL is getting locked up, I would imagine.
Oh, I just realized the standings on MLB.com show the wild card games back.
Yeah, that's how I knew that.
I went to the wild card tab.
Yeah, I mean, you can look at both.
True. That's cool. That's a nice little feature.
Quality
of life,
Speaking of the Cardinals and the Yankees, CJ, why don't you?
Yeah.
You had a fun time on Sunday.
I did.
How was your experience first time at Yankee Stadium?
First time Yankee Stadium, so walking in, kind of what I expected, city folk, New York accents. A couple people asked me, they're like, Cardinal fan? How'd you become a Cardinal fan? I'm like, well, I'm from upstate and never really got forced to team, so I picked the Cardinals because I like Mark McGwire. I'm like, okay, I can respect that. And they're like, well, hope you lose today. And I'm like, yeah, thanks.
So they were at least nice to you then.
Yeah, no, they were fine. Where our seats were, they were pretty good. They were behind the third base. They're on the third base line, kind of behind the plate. It was like in between the plate and third base. It was really good seats, second level. Like, it was nice.
Nice.
And those were won by my wife at her work, which was a really cool gift. But yeah, that was the first win that I have gone to another stadium and seen them win, I think.
Oh, you've never seen them win in Pittsburgh?
No, I really don't think so.
Oh, wow.
Not that I can remember. And then we went to Philly, they lost. I've seen them win in St. Louis twice, which was nice.
Yep.
But yeah, I really haven't been to many stadiums. It's kind of nuts.
Yeah, that's something that you and I should probably start trying to do a little bit more of.
It's good, but honestly, though, baseball, you can get better seats for cheap rather than football. I really don't have any interest going to a football game.
No.
Tickets are expensive,
Yep.
and I feel like the best seat, and a lot of times the games are cold, right?
Right.
If you don't catch them in the beginning, and you're freezing your ass off, and then people are nuts, they'll punch you in the face for, stupid shit.
Yeah, you gotta watch where
know.
you go. You don't want to go to the Eagles if you're a Cowboy or Cowboys fan.
Correct.
You don't want to go to Eagles, Cowboys.
Like Ravens, fan. I mean, I heard going to Pittsburgh, that's fine. A lot of the stadiums are pretty family friendly.
Yeah.
But anyway,
except for Philly.
Yeah, but this was an awesome game to go to. I got to see Jordan Walker's first home run this year in the Bigs. I got to see 14 runs, 21 hits from the Cardinals. It was a back-and-forth game. We jumped up 7-2. They came back to fight 7-7, and then we had a 5-run inning. I actually left after the 7th inning because we went up 5 runs. So then I said, if we're having a shutdown, I'm leaving. They did. I bounced, which was good. I got right on the highway, got home.
Yeah, it was kind of a crazy day with weather and everything too. So.
It did. I did not get a beer there. It was $18 for a tall boy for a Bud Light. And
wow.
I was like, well, I have to drive 2 hours home anyway. I don't want to pay $18 for a beer.
I think that's understandable.
I got a water, and then I did. My mother-in-law was there, and stepfather-in-law. Yeah. They were there, but they bought a chicken bucket and fries.
Yeah.
$32.
Holy smokes, that sounds about right.
So I stole some of their chicken. But other than that, yeah, I just had a little. But they left after like the 4th inning. It kind of rained, downpoured for like 4 minutes first time, and then did it again. So I was wet, but whatever. It's baseball. I dried out by the time I got home.
Sounds like a really awesome experience, man. Really,
it was
cool.
fun.
So you got to watch your Laying the Lumber nominee, who's been tearing it up lately.
I did. It's a very surprising one. Goldschmidt?
Very surprising.
Oldie Goldie? Ooh, that rhymed.
He's turning it on for free agency. He wants to show everybody he's still got something.
Apparently. So the last 7 games, Goldschmidt's been on a tear. He's had 6 doubles, which sometimes are harder to hit than home runs. Mm-hmm. Right? You got to hit it in the right gap, got to have speed, or got to have enough power to get it there quickly, right? But he's hitting 444, 6 doubles. He only has 1 home run and 4 RBIs, but he's hitting 1.2 OPS. Like, this dude is raking. He had like 5 or 6 straight games with a double, which is really freaking impressive.
I heard a statistic that he was like 18 of 34 or something. He was hitting over like 500 there for a stretch.
It was nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, also at the Walker hit his first one, but he also went 5 for 5.
Oh yeah, that was the first time a Cardinal's gone 5 for 5 since Matt Carpenter in 2018, which is crazy. That's how bad they've
Pretty
been.
cool. I mean, 5 for 5 is a tough day.
That is
that's tough.
That's the perfect day, right? It's perfect.
That's the perfect day.
Yeah.
It would have been better if it was more than just 1 home run and 4 singles, but I'll take it because he looked good.
Yeah,
the ball was coming flying off his bat.
You know who didn't have any balls coming off his bat? Shota Imanaga for the Chicago Cubs.
Nice transition.
Yeah, so he had a really good outing the other day against the Pirates. He had 7 innings pitched. He was pitching a no-no, and they pulled him, which kind of seems like a slap to the face of Shota. But he's one of those guys that they're being very careful with his pitch count. Like his innings pitched are pretty low compared to some of the other top pitchers in the league. But he had 7 innings pitched. He only had 3 walks, and he had 7 strikeouts. And then the Cubs bullpen came in, and they finished the no-hitter against the Pirates. So pretty impressive, and that's part of the
been a while.
The Cubs coast into a 7-3 in their last 10. So they've been playing really good baseball lately, which is gross and disgusting to say. But
didn't you say they were averaging 9.9 runs a game the last 10 games?
Oh, yeah, there was a stretch. Their last 10 games, they were averaging 9.9. They had 99 runs in 10 games. So
that's crazy.
That's insane. I can't even imagine.
We saw 14 from the Cardinals, but then 3 follow-ups. So.
Right. Honestly, if you can score, I would say my expectations for an offense is anywhere between 3 and up. So like if you can score 3 to 5 runs in a game, you should win, right? Because your pitching staff, for your starter to have a quality start, they have to give up less than 3 runs or less in 6 innings. And so like to me, that's the standard, right? If you can score 4 runs, you should be able to win because your pitcher should have a quality start. That's my look at it. So if you can 3 runs, it's not a lot, but it should be enough to keep you in the game.
I feel like you need to score about 5.
You think 5?
4 to 5.
Today's baseball?
Oh yeah. I mean the lowest ERA right now is like 2.5 for a starter.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So people are, they're getting hit, right? And the thing is, because people are giving up more home runs.
Yep.
Right? It's not like you're going to string a bunch of hits against these good pitchers, but every now and then they just pop one over the middle and you hit it.
Right. You can't make any mistakes.
Correct.
All right. So let's get into some nationally televised games on Saturday. You have the Twins and Royals, which they are the 2 of the teams battling it out for the wild card spot in the AL. Sunday night on ESPN, you have the Diamondbacks and Astros battle in the desert. A couple of really good teams. You have Nelson going against Justin Verlander, who is starting.
I like Justin.
He's starting to find his form a little bit. On Tuesday on TBS, you have Baltimore and Boston. Maybe Boston can stop the slide, because they've been struggling.
Suarez versus Hawk Tua
on the mound. And then on Wednesday, you have the Royals and Yankees, Reagans against Heel on Amazon Prime.
Remember when Heel was like Cy Young?
Yeah, he's cooled off a little bit. He's cooled off
a little bit.
I mean, he's a rookie, so like you got to take it. Take it.
Oh, did I ever tell you? So you know who Justin Verlander's wife is, right?
Is it Kate Upton? That's Kate Upton.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know if I ever told you this. My uncle that lives down in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
He lives in like a gated community. He's got some money. Apparently, while Verlander and her were building a house elsewhere, they rented a house for a summer, like a couple houses down.
Okay.
And he said every morning she would go for a run in her little skimpy outfits. I can't can only wish.
So the perviness runs in the family. Got it. Okay. All right, CJ. I know you have something for our umpire corner tonight. Why don't you get into that?
All right. Yes, I do. So, umpire corner. So there was a situation. What was it? 2 nights ago, right?
Yes. 2 nights ago.
2 nights ago. It was the Cardinals game. Cardinals and Brewers.
Brewers. Yep.
And they were in extra innings. And there was a runner on second, 2 outs, and we had the lead. There was a line drive to center field, and Ciani came over, made a diving catch.
Gold glove
catch. So that would have won us the game right then and there. And as he's sliding, the glove his wrist kind of pops backwards and like his arm, right?
Yep.
And the ball pops out. Play continues. Run scores. They tied up. People wanted this to be a catch.
Should have been.
I don't know.
Can't change my mind.
So I don't think it's reviewable.
It was reviewed.
Was it?
Yes,
and they said still no catch?
Yep.
Okay, so I looked into it a little bit with the rules. So what defines a catch in baseball, right? This, obviously, NFL, they've had a big issue with this.
2 feet down, make a football move.
Yep. Correct. Now, if the fielder had complete control over the ball in his glove and then drops the ball after intentionally opening his glove to make the transfer to his throwing hand, that's when that would be a catch, right? So let's say I catch it, I open it to go get the ball out, make a throw, but the ball pops out. Catch would still count, right? So that out would count. In this case, because he had the ball, right? But it popped out and he wasn't trying to do
a transfer,
like open the glove to get it, because his arm was like way back here. So there was no possible transfer there, and that's where you keep the out or keep that it's a hit.
See, I feel like you can argue that he caught the ball, and as he was like flipping over to like get up, the ball popped out. That's where I could argue.
That's not opening his glove to make a transfer.
I understand that. I understand that, but he caught the ball and survived the ground, and it was on his flip over to stand up that the ball popped out. So like, I don't know. I guess it's not a catch according to the rules, but again, it used to be, and the announcers were talking about this, it used to be that you had to transfer the ball out of your glove into your throwing hand. Like that was the completion of the catch. So I don't know.
Here's another situation real quick.
Okay.
That just kind of with a catch, right? Let's say Derek Jeter, right? We all know the famous play of him running over, trying to catch a foul ball, diving into the stands like face first, right?
Yes.
We've all seen that. If there was a runner on second base and he catches that ball, how does he end up on third without tagging? How does that runner on second end up on third without tagging after he catches the ball?
Well, if he catches the ball and drops it out of the stand, like out of the field of play, that'd be like a ground rule double, right?
Close. So catching it, obviously, in the field of play, you can reach over a fence or anything to catch a ball.
Right.
That's the out, right? But if there's not 2 outs, which would make that 3, and his momentum carries him over said wall, that puts him and the ball out of play at that point. So runners would advance by 1. Time is called. Runners advance by 1.
So it's kind of like a ground rule double, but not technically.
Kind of.
Yeah, but it's kind of like
so
the same basis of the rule, though.
This is big in Little League, because Little League, we don't have fences going all the way, right?
Right.
Like they're halfway.
Yeah.
So if a player is running for a foul ball, let's say the outfielder, and he catches it, I have to like kind of position myself to see, does he carry his momentum out past that fence?
Yeah.
Right? Because then it would be out of play.
Gotcha.
So this comes into play a lot in Little League, but yeah, that's one you don't see. You see a lot because, I mean, how many times are they catching that ball going over? But not too much now with the nets.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't see it as much.
But you used to see it all the time. Yeah. People diving in the stands, catchers jumping over shit, So, pretty cool.
All right. Well, thank you for that insight.
Umpire's Corner.
Yeah, thank you for that insight, CJ. I'm gonna rate my beer here. My beer is a home run. It's knocked out of the park. I love this beer so much.
Do you have more of those?
I do. They're in my fridge, and Abby and I will be drinking them. You're not getting any.
Wow, that's real low, buddy.
Well, I guess I might be able to save one. I don't know when you'll be down, but we'll see. All right. So we got the beer out of the way.
My cherry Pepsi home run.
Cherry Pepsi home run. Good choice. Thank you for listening, everybody. Yeah, I think that's everything. You can follow us on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, X, at Lumber and Loggers, all one word. No ampersand. The and is spelled out. If you are interested in football, check out Draft Day Sports. We are Lumber and Loggers, presented by Draft Day Sports. Thank you for listening. We will see you tomorrow night.
Peace.